Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacio. No, ni loco.
I'm Leon Krause.
And I'm Michelle Miller.
Welcome to the 2017 NAHJ Journalism Awards. Before we begin, Michelle, dear friends, let us acknowledge briefly the times we're living in. Just this week, with the President's decision on DACA, our craft became even more relevant and urgent. In times like these, there is no greater influence, I know you will all agree with me, than that of reporters and storytellers, people who seek the objective truth and are not afraid to share it with the world. It is through the power of journalism that we fight back against prejudice. And that is exactly who all of us as Hispanic journalists are, and let's not forget that while we celebrate today.
That's right. Today's award ceremony highlights some of the top journalists in the industry. You know them, I know them, we know them. They are this year's amazing group who are a part of this amazing community, the Latino community. And they're good, they're very good at covering their communities.
I'm sure everyone in this room is incredibly excited to celebrate our finalists today, everyone in this room.
Yes, can we give them a big round of applause already? Because it's, you know, Leon, it's not just the folks in this room.
What do you mean?
You know this is being live streamed to the entire world via the app Banjo.
So it's not only the 250 people.
No.
I'm very good at math, and I see that there are 25 tables, 10 each.
No. Everyone around the world who is plugged in, tuned in, clicked on to NAHJ's website is watching us right now.
Okay, so hello world.
Hi world.
So the entire world is joining in our celebration of these dedicated Latino journalists today, and that is fantastic news. Very exciting.
Very exciting, because as I said, we are utilizing the power of something I didn't even know about, the Banjo app. You heard of this?
Of course.
Of course you did.
No, I didn't.
Well, yeah, no, he didn't. Well, they are curating this conversation, so please join in from wherever you are, and let's celebrate together a year of excellence in journalism.
So to help us kick off today's event, it smells of delicious guacamole in here, right?
Have you had any yet?
Oh man, I hope they bring some backstage. Please welcome to the stage NAHJ President, Mr. Brandon Benavides. Brandon.
Hello, bienvenidos. Viva NAHJ. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Leon and Michelle. Thank you very much for being here and joining us at our annual award ceremony. We have some very special guests today, and I would like to acknowledge one of our original founders of the National Association of Hispanic Journalists, one of my dear friends. He is here with us. Charlie Erickson from Hispanic Link, he is here. Thank you, Charlie and his son Hector. They drove from San Diego to be with us today, and I appreciate that. Charlie is in his 80s, I believe he's 86, and he is still here, live, kicking and fighting for us. So thank you, Charlie, for being here. We are here to celebrate journalism and journalists. But while we are here, I want to acknowledge our family and friends and colleagues who are in preparing for the storm, Hurricane Irma and Jose, and those who are recovering from Hurricane Harvey. So while we are celebrating, they are there working, and I want our thoughts and prayers with them. This is the time to recognize and encourage our fellow journalists. We are going to celebrate. We're going to let the joy rise. More than a year ago, when I was evaluating what I intended my presidency to stand for, the tasks I wanted to accomplish during the term, and the primary goals that needed to be accomplished, I knew the NHJ Scholarship Fund was an immediate concern. I hope the National Board would join me in prioritizing, and we did. We have made great strides in securing the fund to provide opportunity in many learning environments. I encourage all of you all to use the BitPal site to donate today, and also help to make an investment in securing our next generation of Latino journalists. It's also about the next generation. We had our founder, Charlie Erickson. We have a new group of leadership, and now we must continue that tradition to develop and train the next generation. Now it is my pleasure to present to you all Victor Hernandez of Banjo. The company's dedication to helping journalists' pursuit of truth is commendable, and we are pleased to have our friends from Banjo here with us today.
Bienvenidos. My name is Victor Hernandez. I'm joined on stage with my colleague from Technology Leader Banjo. This is Jenny Hogan. She's the head of media. We are honored today to not only have the opportunity to provide support with innovation and engagement to NAHJ at this momentous gathering, but we are also here to present the award for Latino issues, print and digital. Innovation is core to the growth and evolution of the modern era journalists and their toolkit. At Banjo, we believe enabling newsrooms to cut through the noise and having access to live-time developments on the ground of an emerging story is paramount to the effectiveness of informing the communities many of your outlets serve every day. The power to inform, the potential to save lives. Print and digital journalism is everywhere. It's distributed through emails, notifications, the latest web articles, magazines, journals, and then you have your good old-fashioned newspapers. Print is the oldest formal medium of news, and it's safe to say it will never die. We have an incredible group of journalists in our community who are able to pass not only this information, but emotion through their writings. To express Latino stories in only written words takes a talent that does not come easily to most. We are honored to have some of the most eloquent Latino journalists in our midst today. All of the finalists for the for the Latino Issues Print and Digital Award have something very important in common. They all tap into strong, authentic, central characters in order to move along the rich reporting in compelling ways. The finalists in the Latino Issues Print and Digital Award are
So let's keep the awards going. The radio and online audiosphere. Audiosphere, I always use that word, audiosphere.
I've never used that word.
Oh, come on, audiosphere.
Come on.
Banjo app, audiosphere? Come on. Of a journalism, audiosphere of journalism is unique. It focuses on the crucial art of conversation to share the news rather than just reporting.
Now, our journalists have the opportunity to discuss opinions and analyze stories in depth.
Our radio and online audio professionals give a voice to the Latino community, an indispensable voice, goes without saying, in America, despite what some politicians might say.
Do some politicians say?
Some.
Some, okay. Well, the voice of the Latino community speaks to our significance, to our diversity, and of course, to our power.
Absolutely. We are proud to have intelligent voices, journalists who we trust to represent our community. The 2017 finalists in the category of radio online audio journalism are She's not here? Well, congratulations. And who are you?
Oh, fantastic.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. This way. Just enter here, exit here. Everyone.
We're such experts.
I know,
yeah.
I know.
We've
What
never
can we
done this,
say?
but we're such experts. Okay.
So as Brandon mentioned earlier, it's critical that we are taking the time to invest in the next generation of Latino journalists.
That is absolutely true, Michelle. We are in a time when our industry and our students feel increasingly empowered in the urgent pursuit of truth. This is undoubtedly our common fight. Our next guest has progressed through his career as a part of NAHJ. Please welcome the remarkable Nick Valencia to the stage.
Nick Valencia, come on down. Nick.
Hey guys, what's up? Hey, how are you? Oh, thank you. Thank you guys very
So
much.
I just met Nick, but this brother is on point. Mi hermano is, you're also my homeboy. You're from Los Angeles.
Yeah, I grew up right here in Southern California, product in Northeast LA, and I've known I wanted to be a journalist my entire life. Since I was 14 years old, and I've had this mission, and here we are, and it's just been amazing. I got my job, ironically, not anything to do with the success I had at USC, but because, yeah, fight on. There was a drunk radio correspondent on a flight with my cousin.
That's
Yeah,
rare.
A
That's
drunk
rare.
journalist, right? Yeah, that's so rare. And she tripped and fell, and her badge came out of her purse. And Latino families are close. We support each other. We watch out for each other. And you know, he's like, Nick, you just graduated from USC. Help this brother out. Give him a chance. They put my resume on the top of the pile, and in January, I got called to go through the interviews. And on Valentine's Day 2006, they offered me a job as a teleprompter operator for Nancy Grace.
And how long did it take you to go from teleprompter operator to national correspondent for CNN?
That sounds important.
It does,
Yeah,
it
that
does.
sounds important. I've been there for 11 years, going on 12 years, and it took about 7 years, you know, of like a lot of hard work.
Nick, what lesson have you learned with the progression of your career? One lesson.
You know, you have to reach back to help those while you're on your journey of success. I think it's so important to give back, and that's why I wanted to do this. You know, I didn't write a speech here. I didn't plan on coming up here to, you know, take too much time away, but I do want to thank the organization for what you guys have done. Mentors like Rebecca Aguilar, Jesse Sanchez with Major League Baseball, Hugo Balta, the former president. And I think it's so important. You know, one of the things that I've experienced out in Atlanta, as you know, I grew up as like the whitewash kid in Northeast LA. And when I moved to the South, all of a sudden I was an ambassador for my culture. And I remember being at a concert in Atlanta and being told to go home, go back to my country. And you know, my family's been here for 100 years. And my point of all of this is to say that we can't be selective as our membership about the issues that we take up. If I, as a third-generation Latino from Los Angeles, am being told to go home, imagine what the first-generation immigrant is dealing with. Imagine what our undocumented membership is dealing with. And we are going through an exceptionally difficult time right now in this country where our community is being attacked. And we cannot be selective about what we choose if it does not affect us. If it affects our membership, we should stand up with them and fight with them. And I, for one, am pledging my support to all of our undocumented members here in the audience right now. And I know that our organization at CNN is backing up our DACA employees. And I tell you what, there is a time to play nice, there's a time to be ethical about things, but our back is against the wall right now, and it's time for us to stand up and do something about it. That's why these scholarships are important. That's why raising money here today at NAHJ is important. It goes to helping people like me create opportunities for others so we can continue this and have more Latinos in news.
That's fantastic.
It is fantastic, Nick. We so appreciate
Thank you guys very
you.
much.
And
Thank you.
you're looking here at a former president of the
Atlanta
Atlanta
chapter,
chapter of NAHJ. How many of you knew that? Well, here it is. He's the man. Thank you so
Yeah,
much,
thank you guys
Nick.
very much.
Congratulations.
Si se
So,
puede, guys. Thank you guys.
yes.
Felicidades.
So, I think his takeaway was, number one, invest in the next generation, and that means we need to give.
Have faith in yourself, in your
Yes.
community. Defend your people. Yeah, remarkable
He is.
words. So
Well-
let's welcome our next guest now.
That's right, Dunya Elver, news anchor at Telemundo 52, right here in Los Angeles.
Dunya. Hologram? No.
I
here
think
comes,
she
here
needs
comes.
entrance music. No, but you look fantastic.
You look fantastic.
Thank you very much for inviting us. I'm here to represent Telemundo Network and presenting this scholarship. I believe all of you guys remember Jonathan Camuy, who was a producer for Telemundo, and he died a year ago in the Pulse nightclub shooting. So his legacy for our company is to take it to the next generation, to the kids that are passionate about education like he was. So Telemundo Network is presenting a scholarship in honor of Jonathan's dedication. And the lady that's gonna be granted the scholarship's not here today, but she's Cindy Nanclair, and she's a digital and platform journalist who is looking to grow as well and take her knowledge to everybody. And like you guys are talking today, our students are DACA students. I was a DACA student when DACA didn't exist. So I understand the importance of getting an education. Even though if you don't have documents, doesn't mean you don't have the right to study. And today, it's my honor to present this scholarship on behalf of Telemundo and keep pushing for each and every student out there, regardless where they come from. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you,
Gracias,
Dunya.
Dunya.
Well, whether you diligently watch the news nightly, watch it on the internet reels covering the days, week's major stories, or you just have the news on as background noise, you know, we don't
It
do
happens.
that. Does it?
Well, not to us, because we're journalists. Very
Well-
serious.
Well,
But it happens.
yeah, it does, I guess. Well, video broadcasting is the most prominent form of news reaching our community. The journalists in this line of work have to be quick, they have to be on their toes, they have to be precise, and they must be reliable. Information through this medium requires professionals who are quick on their feet, and most importantly, they need to be composed. Those on camera are not only responsible for reporting the news, but maintaining composure and creating a trust with their viewers. As Latino journalists, this duty is not one without hurdles, but these finalists have done it with ease, finesse, grace, and all the time, continuously in the public eye. So here are the Latino Issues TV Online Video finalists.
They had given me photography in the beginning, so
you were gonna have a moment. Is Jason here?
I wish that I could fly into the
he's
sky.
shy. Is he shy? Jason,
Well, we will accept this award
on his behalf.
his behalf.
I love that phrase.
Is this Jason Sacca from CBS News? Oh my gosh! I was like, gosh, that's the same Sunday morning.
Why is he not here
Where's
then?
Jason Sacca? I'll go talk to him. I'll have a conversation with Jason. Ana Rael from CBS
The
News.
very fancy envelope, you can have that as well.
Okay, thank you. And this is the effort for English media to mingle with Spanish reporters like Maria Elena Salina. We're going to miss her reporting, and it was a great experience having her on CBS News, and we hope for more Latinos like all of us here to be on big broadcast media.
All right, thank you.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
All right, the next award is for
Photography.
photography.
That's right. You know these photographers. They always have their camera ready. They're ready for action.
They do. In a fast-paced, media-driven world, visuals are everything, or almost everything.
Stories, of course, are not just told by words.
And images have the power to impact immediately and significantly. Photojournalists have a way of reaching their audience to make content relatable and relevant. And like someone once told that great fictional photographer, Peter Parker, with great power comes great responsibility.
You're a Marvel comic fan, aren't you?
I added that line, I told you.
Yeah, I know. It's good.
Spider-Man line.
But more than anything, and I'm just going off script here.
Yes, please.
Photojournalists are oftentimes our mentors in the field. They are incredible journalists, and they teach the next generation because they've often been around much longer than those folks who are coming in on the face. So respect these men and women. I have a great deal of it for them.
It's an art form.
It is an art
Right?
form,
It is.
and we love what we see. Our community is proud that we have some of the most talented and capable journalists out there. And so this year's finalists, or Latino Issues, on Latino Issues for photography are... Goes to
My colleague Almudena Toral, la viralidad aterriza en un pueblo mexicano sin internet. Los 15 de Rubí en fotos. You should have read that.
I know, I'm so good at that.
Almudena Toral, felicidades.
Yo no sé mañana si estaremos juntos, si se acaba el mundo. Yo no sé si soy para ti, si serás para
Taking a picture, nice.
¿Quién va a estar aquí?
Congratulations. Don't drop the award.
Almudenista in Miami.
We are representing her and her team.
Felicidades.
Congratulations.
A todo el equipo de
Oh,
Univision
please send that
News.
back to her. All right.
All right, now it's time to dance a little bit.
A little. Well, I brought the right dress, didn't I?
No, I did not, and I will slowly step
Are we
away
stepping
from
back?
the stage because
Okay,
I'm
we're
terrified
going
of
the wrong.
dancing.
Yes, I am too.
Okay, gentlemen, take it away.
Take it away.
Caminando despacita, se pelean en la arena del mar. De tus huellas y te voy a buscar. Oh, otra vez. Oh, otra vez. Déjame de lago y de ahí con una conchita. Saco la perla y te la doy con amor. Otra vez. Otra vez. India, morenita, oigo tu voz en caracol. India, morenita, oigo tu voz en caracol. Otra vez. Otra vez, se acaba de ir este mundo. Dios no quiera que siga así. Te daría mi costilla para que te salve la misma vida. Se acaba de ir este mundo. Dios no quiera que siga así. Te daría mi costilla para que te salve la misma vida. Otra vez, otra India, morenita, oigo tu voz en caracol. India, morenita, oigo tu voz en caracol. Otra vez, otra vez. Oye, California. Se acaba de ir este mundo. Dios no quiera que siga así. Te daría mi costilla para que te salve la misma vida. Se acaba de ir este mundo. Dios no quiera que siga Gracias, thank you. Valor. Preparando a sumergirme por la roca escarpada. La pantera habla dentro de mí y me dice de valor. Y comienza enseñándome a caminar. Me presenta a un ciervo cuyo me enseña a correr otra vez. Otra vez. La pantera otra vez habla dentro de mí y me dice lo que espera. Gente te va a ver y te dice que no puedes sumergirte. Extiende tus brazos como las alas de una águila. Cierra tus ojos y pídele a Dios que te dé fuerza para brincar otra vez. Otra vez. Vuela como una águila. Comienza a correr como un ciervo. Caminar como una pantera. Otra vez, otra vez, otra vez, otra vez, otra vez. Otra vez, otra vez, otra vez, otra vez, otra vez. As I sit by the sacred cliff, preparing for the dive, the panther speaks within me and teaches me about courage. It starts with teaching me how to walk again. She introduces me to the dear good, teaches me how to run again. Again. The panther then again talks to me and tells me what to expect. And people will look at you and tell you that you never jump that cliff. Spread your arms out like a flying eagle. Close your eyes and look beyond the rocks and make that jump again. Again. Fly like an eagle. Run like a deer. Walk like a panther. Again and again and again and again and again. Again and again and again and again and again. Vuela como una águila. Comienza a correr como un ciervo. Caminar como una pantera. Otra vez, otra vez, otra vez, otra vez, otra vez. Otra vez, otra vez, otra vez, otra vez, otra vez. Oh yeah. like an eagle, run like a deer, walk like a panther, gaining and gaining and gaining and gaining and gaining, gaining and gaining and gaining and gaining and gaining. Otra vez, otra vez, otra vez, otra vez, otra vez. Otra vez, otra vez, otra vez, otra vez, otra vez. Gracias. Thank you.
Buenas tardes, hello. Please help me once again thank Gustavo Rodriguez Band. Wonderful music. For the next number, I'm going to do my rendition of Despacito, Suave Suavecito, so if we can play the music. It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be with the NAHJ familia. Listening to the music, it reminds me about a story that I always share when I'm with a group of people and we're talking about recognizing the great work of individuals, and we're talking about investing in others. I grew up in the suburbs of New York City, and like so many people from New York, Central Park is a magical place. And I remember one summer being there with my family, with my father, my mother. I might have been maybe 6, 7 years old, and I remember listening from far away this great music. And as we got closer, all I could see, being 7 years old, is just a crowd of people from where the music was coming from. And as we got closer, I really was curious to see who was playing his music, but I was also getting frustrated at the fact that I couldn't see them. I could only hear them. And just before, like any 7-year-old, I would start to complain, my father, this 6'2" man, picked me up and he put me on his shoulders. And now, not only could I see where the music was coming from, but I had a superior vantage point than anybody who was there. And that, to me, is very symbolic of what we're doing here today. Because I am the Senior Director of Hispanic Initiatives at ESPN, and I'm very fortunate to work for that company. But I've also been very fortunate to work for CBS, for NBC, and for Telemundo, and no one, and I think you could agree, no one gets to any type of success alone. If I've had any success in my career, it's because of the selflessness of people like Ramon Escobar from CNN, Sandra Peebles from MSNBC, Yvette Miley from MSNBC, people who have figuratively put me on their shoulders so that I can reach higher, see farther than I can on my own 2 feet. And that's exactly what we're doing here tonight. I want to talk to you a little bit about the student initiatives at NAHJ that has been surfaced by our president, Brandon Benavides, and the board members. And people often ask me, Hugo, you've been president of NAHJ, you're involved with the organization. Where does my membership dues go towards? Part of your investment in NAHJ is an investment in our youth, in our students, not only for scholarships, but also for things like internships and stipends, for them to come to this event and be able to network with experienced individuals like yourself. That's where your investment is. I'm very proud and very grateful that NAHJ has afforded me the opportunity to create my own scholarship in memory of my grandmother, and we were able to award a scholarship to a student, Natalie Escobar from Northwestern University in Chicago. I'm very proud that through the partnership with ESPN, we were able to collaborate in providing valuable internship to Kimberly Brennison from Utah University. These are the types of partnerships that help lift people on their shoulders so they can see farther and reach higher than they ever could on their own 2 feet. One of those partnerships are not only the people, the members of NAHJ, but also the organizations that invest in NAHJ. It is my pleasure to welcome the director of the U.S. Virgin Islands Department of Tourism, Mr. Mauricio Patiño, to the stage.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Mauricio Patiño, el representante del Departamento de Turismo de las Islas Vírgenes de los Estados Unidos. Acompañándome hoy día son mis colegas Greta Anzenge y directamente de la isla de St. Croix, Damaris Acosta. Reciben un cordial saludo también de nuestra comisaria de turismo, la señora Beverly Nicholson Doty. Quisiera comenzar y guardar un momento de silencio para así reflexionar y orar por el bienestar de nuestros colegas, familias y comunidades afectadas por el huracán Irma, incluyendo nuestras islas vecinas como las Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, República Dominicana, Haití, Puerto Rico, Cuba y las demás que forman parte de las Antillas Menores. Oremos también por los afectados por el huracán José, huracán Katia, habitantes de la Florida, afectados del huracán Harvey y por último, nuestros hermanos y hermanas afectados por el terremoto en México. Un momento de silencio, por favor. Muchas gracias. Tengan seguro que así como hicimos lo mejor para prepararnos, así nos vamos a recuperar. Somos una cultura de humildad y de progreso. No nos vamos a rendir para darle apoyo a toda nuestra comunidad y a la comunidad caribeña. De nuestras 3 islas, St. Croix, St. John y St. Thomas, la menos afectada ha sido St. Croix. El aeropuerto internacional Henry E. Rosen y hoteles ya están operando. Turismo ha sido uno de nuestros principales recursos. Trabajamos mucho para llegar donde ha llegado y trabajaremos el doble para regresarlo ahí. Asimismo, contamos con su apoyo. Recuerdan que estas son nuestras islas. Agradecemos el apoyo de todo el medio de comunicaciones y a NAHJ por brindarnos esta oportunidad. Y ahora, para finalizar, queremos presentarles a través de la música y baile con nuestro grupo de USVI Carnival Dancers, la energía, entusiasmo y resistencia de nuestra cultura. Que disfruten el resto del programa y muchísimas gracias.
Front of
Thank you for that. Hola a todos. I am Robert Hernandez, digital journalism professor from USC Annenberg in LA. Fight on, fight on. I'm also co-program chair for this conference. Hopefully the programming's working out okay. Because, yes, good. I don't know if you heard, but I'm also co-program chair when we're in Miami next year. Miami programming, it's gonna be lit. We got a lot of stuff planned already. I, like many of you, am a direct product of NAHJ. In fact, it occurred to me this morning that 20 years ago, goddamn, 20 years ago, I was a community college kid at a Pierce College in the Valley, San Fernando Valley. Went to Chicago the first time as part of the student campus, my first NAHJ experience. Student campus. A year later, I was in Miami, part of the Latino Reporter. Then the year after that was the one and only NAHJ conference I missed, and I've been attending the conference ever since. 5, 6 years running the student projects, then creating the new media tracks, all the programming for digital, then serving on the board and coming back to be program chair whenever I can. Now, I couldn't be the professor that I am, the journalist I am, the human being that I am, if it wasn't for NAHJ and the organizations that support and shaped me. And I know you guys are like that as well, correct? Right? In fact, if NAHJ helped you as a student, do me a favor, take a break from the dessert, and stand up. If NAHJ helped you as a student or starting your career, please stand up. This is what we invest in when it comes to the scholarship initiatives. Wait, stay standing. Because NAHJ stood with you, I'm asking you to stand with NAHJ. And those who are not standing, your donations help fund this More Latinos in News. It's not just a hashtag, it's work that we do that your money funds. So what I need you to do, I'm hitting you up now, is take your smartphone, launch the website bidpal, bidpal.net/NAHJ. Bidpal, bidpal.net/NAHJ. Register and start donating. Give back to NAHJ like NAHJ is given to you. Now, to help sweeten those deals, not only the feel good of giving back, there are items that you can bid on. If you want to see the dancers in real life on their island, there is a package available to bid on, as well as 2 Disney baskets. So help the student initiatives, get something in return, that's all right. But help donate and support the organization that supported you. Thank you, guys.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Reporting the news is a noble profession. It's one that always comes with the responsibility to report the truth.
Yeah, that's right. And for Latino journalists, it comes with an added responsibility of maintaining a reputable image of the Hispanic community. It reflects well on the community, though, as a whole, when the next generation takes on this duty with gumption and success.
Students in journalism are leading the way in progress within the field of journalistic integrity. They are giving a new, fresh voice to our news. When we look toward the future of Hispanic journalists, we are comforted and given hope by the talented next generation of professionals we have in our community. Here are the 2017 Student Broadcast finalists. And the Enya goes to...
It goes to Angelia M. Casas.
Enrique Iglesias. Gente de zona. De Summer.
Yo te miro, se me corta la respiración.
There we go. Got one more? All righty. Woo! Does that happen to you guys a lot? No? Got a lot of print reporters out here, right? Okay, well,
They had a great lunch.
they did.
We had iced tea.
Hold my lunch, please, please.
That's just not right. Every year, every year at the convention, the NAHJ Student Newsroom provides students invaluable one-on-one time with some of the top mentors in the country. Could our student newsroom mentors please stand up? The time and effort.
Oh, come on. Don't be shy. Stand up. We are so proud
Come
of
on.
you. Woo!
All right. You know, the time and effort that is put in by these individuals help to drastically change our student career paths and bring them to the next level. So thank you, and congratulations.
So acknowledge them when you see them out in the corridors, when you see them on panels, when you see them working with other students. Really give it up for them because they work so diligently to really expand the progress and to move the careers of these young people forward. All of this, of course, is made possible by the Knight Foundation, which many of you are familiar with. We'd also like to take a moment to recognize those mentors who cannot make it out because, well, we know they've either been in Houston or they're in the Florida area because Irma is bearing down on the United States once again after wreaking havoc through the Caribbean. So you and yours are greatly missed. During the EIJ 17 conference, we want to acknowledge that, and we're keeping all of those folks in our thoughts and our prayers.
We sure do. So our next award, our next Latino Issues Student Award focuses on print and online video. The finalists are...
And the Enye goes to?
Thank you. Linda Gonzalez, ending Obama immigration program could affect Texas classrooms. Linda.
Linda, are you here?
Congratulations.
Come on down.
Come on. Linda. Where's Linda?
Is there someone here to accept the award for Linda? If you are, raise your hand. If not, we will accept it on her behalf and her company's behalf.
Congratulations to Linda Gonzalez. All right.
You hold on to that.
You can go ahead while I take it back.
Okay, well, you know, the Hispanic community is always concerned with issues of civil rights and social justice, not just because those are noble issues, but because Latinos are often denied civil rights themselves. Now,
to research and report on matters, there was no one there. Social justice for Latinos is activism for our community at its most essential form. Latino journalists are fighting for social justice by telling honest news and giving a voice to their community.
Elaine Rivera, a former NAHJ board member, was a leader among this army. She had a commitment to social justice. She had a commitment to civil rights. And today, we are going to honor her. And we're going to honor her through these journalists who, like Elaine, have dedicated their work to fighting for social justice within the Latino community.
And the finalists for the 2017 NAHJ Elaine Rivera Civil Rights and Social Justice Award are...
Maria Sanchez Diaz for Voiceless. Maria?
Univisión Noticias. Maria. If Maria is...
Oh, once again, here they are.
Exactly. That's actually the Univision theme music.
Is it really?
Yes, no. but it should be. We should begin the news every night like that.
Thank you.
Felicidades.
Thank you.
All right. So let's welcome Brandon back to the stage. No?
Brandon, come on down, or come on up. Where are you, Brandon?
Oh, that sounds ominous. Okay.
There he is. Woo!
Hello, hello. If I can have Geraldine and Blanca come up on stage with me, thank you. At this time, there are a couple of people that I want to thank. Mary Helen Campa, are you here? Where are you, at the CBS table? So I want to thank Mary Helen and her team of judges. They did an excellent job judging all these categories. So Mary Helen and your team, thank you very much. I also want to thank our convention chairs, Robert and Rolando. They did an amazing job. Our planning committee, Noemi, Victoria, thank you very much. Now, I may be the president of the National Association of Hispanic Journalists, but I do not do this alone. There is an entire board of directors that help, and we all work together. So all board members, please stand up, and thank you for your help. All of our board members who have done an excellent job in this past year. Thank you for your help. I also want to acknowledge our staff, our executive director, Alberto Mendoza. He has done an excellent job making sure everything is going right and we have all the necessary paperwork filed. Thanks, Alberto. And our staffers, Janet, Leslie Ann, and BA, they've done an amazing job, and BA's team, can't remember the company, for Verdas, yes, for doing all of this. They've done an excellent job. At this time, what I would like to do is first honor our chapter cup. So the chapter cup goes to a chapter who has done an amazing job. And this year's winner of the chapter cup goes to our South Florida chapter for their help organizing our NHJ regional conference in Miami at Hispanicize. Now, our friends in Florida could not make it here from South Florida, so I asked Paula Machado, our regional director, to accept this on their behalf. At this time, I also want to recognize some emerging leaders in our group. The Si Se Puede Awards. They were awarded 4 years ago, and I was one of the original recipients. Hugo Balta gave me this award right here in Anaheim 4 years ago, and now I'm going to present 2 of those awards. To help me with that is our regional directors, Geraldine and Blanca, and they will introduce this year's winners.
And so one of the awards this year goes to Ana Real Padilla from CBS News. She's our amazing chapter president for New York City. She's the deputy foreign editor for CBS, and she has done an incredible work for us, and we love her.
We have to continue growing every day, every minute, and we have to compare ourselves today and make ourselves better tomorrow to fit in any place you want to be. Just work hard at it, and you will find your heart, your voice, and your place.
And the second award, I want to first of all say I nominated her. I'm really, really proud of her. And before I say her name and everybody starts screaming, I just want to say that she is a strong Latina leader who everybody knows just has an infectious and positive energy, magnetic energy, and she lights up the room. And her name is Natalie Martinez, and she's the president of the National Association of Philanthropists in Chicago. Chicago chapter president.
He said, okay, you're going to have to say something. Thank you. Si Se Puede Award. Yes, we can, is what I believe. Yes, we have done in our chapter and with this organization. And yes, we can and will do is how I feel about what's to come. So thank you, everybody. And thank you guys for doing an outstanding job. Very proud to be a member all these years.
Thank you. And our third winner is from Washington, D.C., Azar. She's not able to make it. She's done an excellent job for the association. She was the chair of the Washington, D.C. Journalism Job Fair. So we will ship her award to her. So thank you, Azar, from the Washington, D.C. chapter. And thank you to all of our chapter leaders and everybody who helps make these things happen. So moving forward, the Al Neuharth Award for Investigative Journalism, supported by the Gannett Foundation, recognizes groundbreaking work that is based in innovation and investigation. Investigative reports involve a great deal of researching and striving for truth, but this award takes these stories further and challenges investigative reports to be matched with innovation and originality. The Al Neuharth Award looks for journalism that delves into a unique matter that is significant to our public and communicated effectively and creatively to the audience. Our community is filled with talented journalists creating innovative and impactful work. This afternoon, we are fortunate enough to honor one of those journalists with an award for their impressive journalism. Without further ado, here are the finalists of the 2017 Investigative Journalism Award. To Seth Wessler, Dying in Private Prison, 2-part series.
Tú eres una necesidad y solo con un par de besos tú puedes derretir mi fuego, puedes incendiar mi mar. Si no
Here, Seth is not with us, so we will accept his award on his behalf. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay.
Hello.
Here we go.
There I am.
Today has been a great day to celebrate all of those in our association and elsewhere.
That's right. And while we have presented all of our awards, there is one award left. Just one. Just one.
One celebration left.
One.
We want to say,
happy birthday to you, Nick Valencia. Happy birthday,
Nick.
to you, Nick Valencia. Feliz cumpleaños.
Nick Valencia. No, I should stop because the streaming will immediately collapse.
I should not have started. Where is Nick Valencia?
Nick,
stand up.
Feliz
take a
cumpleaños,
bow.
hermano.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Feliz cumpleaños.
Tati.
Nick is turning 16 today.
That's
Congratulations.
right. Quinceañero.
Congratulations. And of course, thank you for choosing to spend your birthday with your family at NAHJ. Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone. Well, I think we have one more thing in store for everyone.
It was a pleasure to host with you, Michelle.
No, it was my pleasure, Leon.
That's right. We all hope that you enjoyed yourselves. It's been a pleasure to moderate this event for you.
And don't forget, do not forget
Donate.
to give. We have BidPal, and we want you to just give to your heart's content. Invest in the next generation.
Look at that gift basket. Wow. And that stay in the U.S.
St.
Virgin
Croix,
Islands.
I've actually been there. It's quite lovely.
It looks fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great afternoon and enjoy the band.
Enjoy.
Salud, raza. Don't forget, in your bags you have a free ticket to Disneyland. So don't forget to check your bag, all right? Oh, yeah. Hola, Italia. Hola, España. Hola, Sudamérica. Hola, México. Hola, Italia. Hola, España. Hola, Sudamérica. Hola, México. Con los rayos de mi sol y las estrellas de la noche, volando y cantando como pájaro coco. Voy a Inglaterra para hablar de mi tierra, mi flor, en mi canto, de mi corazón, cocón, de mi corazón, de mi corazón, cocón, de mi corazón, de mi corazón, cocón. Hola, Italia. Hola, España. Hola, Sudamérica. Hola, México. Hola, Italia. Hola, España. Hola, Sudamérica. Hola, México. ¡Échale! Con los rayos de mi sol y las estrellas de la noche,
volando y cantando como pájaro coco. Voy a Inglaterra para hablar de mi tierra, mi flor, mi canto, de mi corazón, coco, de mi corazón, coco, como pájaro coco. Hola Italia, hola España, hola Suramérica, hola México, coco. Hola Italia, hola España, hola Suramérica, hola México, coco. ¡Échale! Hola España, hola Suramérica, hola México, coco. Hola Italia, hola España, hola Suramérica, hola México, coco. ¡Échale! En el contrabajo, desde Fort Worth, Texas, Rodolfo. En el güiro, Yanel Agustín. Haití. Hola Italia, hola España, hola Suramérica, hola México, coco. Hola Italia, hola España, hola Suramérica, hola México, coco. Gracias. Una más para el camino. Gracias por apoyar la música en vivo, original, regional, internacional. Shout out to my nephew, Angelo Rodriguez. Shout out to Veritas, gracias. Marketing Group, Austin, Texas. Oh yeah. Amores clavos como un sol muy fuerte, que nadie les puede separar, solo la muerte.
sabrosura. Tambores clavos como son muy fuerte, que nadie les puede separar, solo la muerte. Tú, solo tú, mi amor. You, only you, my love. Tú, solo tú, mi amor. You, only you, my love. Gracias. Buenas noches.
Buenas tardes. Yeah.